Welcome back to another episode of Bipolar Reactions. My name is Dennis. I'm a mental health advocate and also a long sufferer of bipolar disorder. And we are going to continue with the greatest show on television. It's The Last of Us, Season 2, Episode 3. Now, after last week's episode, which I watched a lot of reactions from it online, and those of you that didn't play the game and didn't see it coming, eh, yeah, it's rough. It's controversial still to this day, and it's been over a decade since that they did that. And I'm still on the fence about it, I guess you could say. I liked playing the game as from Ellie's point of view and other points of views, but I'm not gonna get into that. But it wasn't just Joel in the second game. It wasn't just Joel's point of view. You were seeing and feeling Ellie's point of view, and they kind of like it was cool how they crafted that episode to kind of give you part Ellie, part Joel, and then part Tommy, which was really cool. And if you are watching this show on Max, which I don't know where else you would watch it, honestly, but stay till after the credits and watch the behind the episode, I think they call it. But it's after every episode they have like a little 5 to 10 minute special thing where they show you how the episode was made, how they filmed certain scenes, and I loved it. Like especially last week's, it was really cool to hear what they had to say as far as swapping the places of Tommy and Dina, while also instead of just talking about all the times that Jackson has been under attack by a large amount of clickers, cordyceps, whatever's infected. They talked about it so much in the second game, but they never actually showed it happening. So I think it was Craig Mazin, the executive producer and showrunner, that had the idea that hey, maybe we should show Jackson actually fighting, and it's not just one or two people that's in mortal danger; it's an entire town. And I actually, the more I seen it, and the more I kind of dove deeper into that behind the scenes stuff I it made me enjoy that episode and appreciate that episode a lot more. But the rest of it was very dark, as you all know. And I did say it felt like they toned down the brutality of Joel's death scene. And it turns out I was not the only one who thought that. And even the producers even said they felt it was better to tone it down. And I'm okay with that because it's intense. But anyway, if you want to see the full unedited reaction of this episode and the first two episodes, you can check out my Patreon. The link will be down in the description below. And then please, 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 before you leave, I'm going to continue to say this because I am a very tiny channel. I'm just starting out. Like, subscribe, comment, all that. It all helps. It really does. And everything on my Patreon will be either going back into the channel and then the rest will be going to charities. So if you can give, please. If you cannot, I understand. People are people are struggling right now, and especially here in the US. But another topic for another time. But anyway, with all that said, let's go ahead and get into this episode. This is The Last of Us, Season 2, Episode 3, and it's called The Path. Let's go.
I've been in a militia for 5 years now.
I don't know if I want to watch like this
Journalists follow a code,
whole scene again, but now
but
I am wondering
I saved your life.
how
We'll have to
they're
laugh.
going to go about
Some things
if there's gonna be a funeral, if there's gonna be any mourning time where
Get up.
Ellie and Tommy take time to mourn Joel's passing. I'm curious about that because they don't do that in the game. It's just like he's gone. We're all pissed off. We shall see, I guess. I can't imagine what this is like for Tommy. I have an older brother and ugh, I'd be a wreck without him. I had a little sister too, which that's a story for another time. Man, he just got through one of the toughest days of his life. Probably relieved that no one got hurt in the town. Oh. Looks like broken ribs.
You're in the hospital. Are you in pain? We can give you something. Ellie! Ellie!
Here! Damn, they already took Pedro's name off the credits. Oh, that scream she's got when she does that is rips at your heart. 3 months. Yeah, it's like I said in the intro, they kind of skip over time. They don't even really talk about it or anything.
And how would you rate your pain? Scale of 1 to 10.
Nothing. 0.
Okay. One last PFT.
Look at that.
All right.
She must have had a punctured lung too.
So can I just...
Almost. I just need you to see one more person, then you're good to go.
A psychotherapist.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yep.
How are you doing?
Fine.
If you say it that fast, it kind of implies you're not.
Okay, ask me again.
How are you doing, Ellie?
Give me a moment. It's really complicated because, feelings.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man. I've been stuck in here since... Yeah, I miss him. He meant a lot to me. So, yeah, upset and sad.
I like her hair
But I
like
was
that.
actually wondering if you two got into it at the dance. Was that the last time you spoke to him?
Yeah. When I got home, he was on the porch. I should have talked to him, but I didn't.
Do you regret that?
Yeah, of course.
That's kind of a
Your
dumb question.
final moment with someone doesn't define your whole time with them.
That I agree with what Ellie said.
In my last moment with Joel, he said he wronged you.
No, he didn't.
What is
Why?
it that he said that he did?
Well, that's the thing. It didn't really make sense.
Why is
He
she
said, I
lying?
saved her.
He saved me a lot of times.
That's not wronging someone.
Weird. No idea what he meant. I don't feel wronged.
Well, you really are doing good. Everyone were as healthy as you. What would I do for weed and booze?
I wouldn't worry, Gail. There's still a lot of fucked up people in this town.
Yeah.
He's looking for... I don't know. It's like she's trying to dig up dirt or something to make Joel and Ellie look bad, or she just wants payback on Joel, even though Joel's not around anymore, for killing her husband. Yeah, that scene kind of caught me off guard. It was strange. We probably left the room exactly the same, except for the bed, of course. That's out in the garage. Where did the watch go? Tommy take it? Oh. Asked and answered. Man, she's been crushing it this season. I knew she was a great actress, but
Yeah, I'm coming.
it's on a whole nother level now.
When they let you out?
30 minutes ago.
Nice.
They made me talk to Gail.
Oh,
I never said. I should have said. Thank you.
that's okay. You would have done the same for me.
Yeah, maybe not as often.
Yeah, no, probably not. I made you cookies.
Just 'cause?
No, this is a peace offering because I'm about to make you angry. In the hospital, when you asked me about that day, I told you I didn't learn anything useful. That wasn't true. I know most of their names, and I know where they're from. The doctors told me not to upset you.
I don't give a fuck.
And I knew that if I told you where they were, you'd just start pulling your tubes out and crawling on your hands and knees to get there.
I don't give a fuck.
First of all, this town was wreckage and funerals for weeks. Nobody was going to go after anyone. And then it occurred to me, if you want to find someone and the only thing you know about them is where they're going to end up, maybe let them get there.
Let them think they're safe.
I loved him too, you know. Okay, let's start with names. The dark-haired guy was Manny. The other guy was Owen.
The girl with the braid.
Abby.
Abby. Where are they from?
I saw a patch on a backpack. The letters WLF. And then I remembered a story Eugene told me from back when he was a Firefly. One of those groups was the Washington Liberation Front. Out of Seattle.
Did he say how small they were?
No, so I'm guessing small enough for us to handle.
Who else knows?
I don't know about
Just
that.
us. So now what?
Well,
I gotta think about this.
think about what? Let's fucking get these guys.
Ellie, the town is still recovering. So are you. He was my brother. I'm not saying you shouldn't do this. Council meeting. Open it up to the town. Everyone who wants to get heard gets heard. Come on. Ellie, buried our dead 10 miles south of town. If you want to visit them.
When we're on our way to Seattle.
I like how he already knows everything she's gonna say.
All right. Good, but rotate. More. Just the right side.
Come on, man. That side hurts more.
I noticed. There it is. Okay, done for the day.
So what'd you think?
Well, for someone who sat on their ass for 3 months, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah?
Push-ups?
Yeah. And crunches when they weren't looking.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Heard you're on the council now.
Yep.
Can I count on you?
Can't discuss upcoming votes.
Dude, you were there.
I know that too. The council won't make up their mind until we hear people speak. Here's a little advice. Organize your thoughts, write them down, and then read them out loud tomorrow. No one's gonna vote for angry.
Wise words there.
Which is why I keep saying we need to invest more in turkeys and less in chickens.
It's like watching an episode of Parks and Rec. Whenever
I
they
said
had
that
their
Joel
little
meant so
town
much
hall
to so many of
meetings.
us. I lost my sister that day. A lot of people in here buried family. And none of you up there can promise us that all 16 will come back. So my heart is with you, Tommy. And Ellie.
Thank you, Rachel. Next is Carlisle.
I'll be quick. This one's simple to me.
This guy's a great
Forgive
actor too.
and be forgiven. That's what separates us. Our capacity for mercy. Those sons of bitches don't deserve our mercy. What the hell are we all talking about here? What, we gotta forgive everybody when they show up and piss in our eye? Bunch of goddamn victims.
Didn't expect that from him. Jeez.
Ellie.
Oh, she wrote a lot.
I normally don't write things down because I normally don't think before I talk, which has gotten me in trouble before. A lot. And it's cost me in ways that sometimes couldn't be undone. And I want everyone to know it's not because I want revenge. What I want is what you used to give people. I want justice. I'll accept whatever the council decides, but I am asking you, please, do it for us.
Thank you. The council will now vote on the proposal to send a party of 16 citizens to Seattle to find the people who killed Joel and execute them. Amy Beth?
Yes. No. 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 The vote is 8-3. The proposal is rejected.
Adjourned.
Man, this ain't gonna go over well.
Here we go, Nine. Here we go.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Hell yeah. I had Tiger season tickets.
I spotted you in the crowd at the meeting
I
today.
love that she said she had Tiger season tickets. Goodbye.
And I thought to myself, she's probably been extra busy these last few weeks. I'm nervous she's gonna do something stupid.
What, you didn't believe her speech?
Did you?
Of course not. She's a liar. But we can agree to disagree about that.
I just don't want her to go down the same paths that Joel did.
So you think she might have learned that behavior from him? Turns out nurture can only do this much. The rest is nature. If she's on a path that's not one that Joel put her on, I think they were walking side by side from the very start.
Very true.
You
Joel just
inherited
gave her
her. I didn't want
the
to keep her out of
tools
trouble.
to do what
Take
she
it from a
wanted to do.
psychotherapist. Some people just can't be saved.
That was great though. She was spot on with all of it. Didn't Joel teach her to not put a loaded gun in the back of her pants in the first season to blow her ass
Who is
off?
it?
Dina?
I'm just going to bed.
No, I don't think that is where you're going.
Get in.
Christ. So, what's your plan?
Go to Seattle and kill Abby.
What route?
Northwest?
Well, better not land weird on an ankle or get a fever on your well-charted path northwest. Approach Seattle from the east, then reassess based on what we find. Handguns. What are you bringing? Is that Joel's? Really? Shoot your damn ass off?
I
Heard that
just
before.
said that.
Bring any
Oh,
long
that's
gun you want
good.
as long as it's scoped. We'll meet by the old East Gate, 3 a.m.
Hey. Thank you.
Good old Dina's a ride or die.
Trade. Saddlebags are filled with stuff I had squirreled away. I'd come with you, but I caught some friendly fire on New Year's Day.
Yeah, the guy's changing my mind a little bit. He ain't never gonna be able to do enough to change Ellie's mind though. It was cool of them to do that though. Supplies and everything. Coffee beans? I'm guessing that's what it was. Man, as cold as it is there in the winter, they had to have held on to a lot of those bodies, because there's no way they could have buried them till it warmed up. Geez, I want to know how real some of those views are, or if they're
My
visual
opinion.
effects
Yeah,
or
well,
not.
your opinion is wrong.
Look
because
amazing.
Frank Zappa. L-M-N-O-P.
Are you seriously gonna make me do the entire alphabet?
I don't have to. I'm incredibly flexible. A new topic.
Or silence?
Got one. First person you killed. Yeah, fun stories of childhood.
Well, the first one's too fucked up, but I can tell you the second one. It was a little
Hasn't
before
told
Joel
her
and I got to
about
Jackson.
Riley.
Let me know if you see any outcroppings or spots with cover.
Why? Holy shit, that came on fast. How the fuck did you know that was gonna happen?
I'm a witch.
Clearly. Well, good night.
Night.
I'm a little surprised she hasn't told her about Riley.
Okay, but I have a stupid question. It's about New Year's Eve and, you know, the kid. My question is, how would you rate it?
Okay, fine, 6.
Fuck you, 6.
That's not bad.
That sucks. For the record, I don't believe you.
Well, there you have it.
Well, good night.
Right.
I was trying to think maybe Jesse's not all that comfortable
Further.
with his future being laid out for him like
Maybe
that.
10
I don't
miles?
know.
In theory, we'll come out near Highway 5, just north of the city.
Oh. He was running away.
Flies.
A
There's
lot of different
definitely more.
calibers. I don't think this was Fedra. Dina. Dina!
Not sure there's any Fedra left.
This is just...
Mm. So much for the WLF's code. Even killed the little girl. Jesus.
Doing okay?
It's never happened before. I think it was a smell.
It wasn't easy to look at either. If Abby and her crew did this to people... to kids...
Let's go.
Well, if it was clickers, they would turn into infected. But they didn't. So, had to be WLF.
We're close now.
It's crazy how they add these little details from the game. 'Cause there is an area like this where there's like cars with like vegetation overgrown them, and it's crazy. It's just so cool how they do
It's
it.
quiet. 9 more miles.
9 more.
That was a great shot too, with the city in the background like that.
Wow. Fucking Seattle. Pretty.
Plus, no one's shooting at us. Because there aren't that many wolves.
There's about to be a whole lot less.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're moving up to the fob. All clear between checkpoint 3 and 5?
You're all good. We can move up.
Definitely military. Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. Ooh. Oh, that went about pretty much what I thought it was gonna be. I was hoping for, like I said at the beginning, I was kind of hoping that they'd have something different. They would have changed some things, like having like a funeral or for all the people who died and for Joel, and but they didn't. They just did the 3 month time skip. But I did like, there's a lot of moments in this episode that really hit hard. Like right off the bat, Tommy coming in to finish cleaning off Joel's body. That was a rough one for me. Um, and then Ellie still picturing those last moments before he was killed. Yeah, that was rough. And seeing that she probably had multiple broken ribs, and obviously one of them punctured her lung since they were doing that breath thingy. So that does take a long time to heal. But the thing that caught me off guard was the psychotherapist Gail. Why she was, I don't, was she misleading Ellie? Was there a purpose to it? Does she kind of already have a feeling that Ellie is immune? Or is she just trying to get whatever dirt she can to discredit Joel? I don't know. All her motivations seem very blurry to me at the moment. I can't see where they're going with that character, but it has led to some very interesting conversation. And obviously, the whole town comes to her for anything that has to deal with mental mental issues or emotional issues, and she's obviously very, very good at what she does. And she's also hyper observant from what from what little bits that they're giving us of her. But I can't figure out her angle. It seems odd. Maybe she's not malicious at all and she's just genuinely wants to help Ellie. I don't know. It's just the way she's going about it seems strange to me. I like that they showed the council and the whole town meeting and discussing it. Obviously they do not do that in the game. I believe in the game, you know what, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't know what's gonna happen next episode, and I'm not gonna be that guy that spoils shit for everybody, so I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, I mean, this was a pretty tame episode considering. I don't know how many like really mild episodes they've had of this show. I'm like, I'm running through season one in my head, and the only one that I can think of is like uh the Bill and was it Frank? Bill and Frank's episode Yeah, that was their names. But yeah, that's the only episode that I could think of that was like was mostly calm and had a few parts here and there that were kind of intense. And then the end, of course, was brutal, sad. But this episode just didn't, I'm glad it didn't have a lot of the violence and brutality that we're used to from this show, because after what happened last episode and the lasting impact that that's going to have on this show from now until it ends, 2, 3 seasons from now, however many they got planned, I didn't expect them to go right. I didn't expect Ellie and Dina to actually reach Seattle by the end of the episode. I thought it was gonna be everything going on in the town and them trying to gather supplies and make a plan, and then them setting off and then end that episode and then start the next episode with their journey. But in the game, they do it similarly. Something else happens, but I'm not going to say what it is. But it does do a time jump, and then it does jump you to Ellie and Dina on their way to Seattle. And I think by time you actually catch up with them, they are already almost there. God, it's been so long since I played through the whole thing that I'm like having brain farts all over the place. But yeah, I'm surprised at how quickly they are moving through big chunks of the story up to this point. There's not a lot more I can say, because as I said last week, I'm really trying my best not to accidentally blurt something out that is not common knowledge. I'm making a conscious effort not to do that, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this reaction, please check out my Patreon in the description below. The full unedited reaction of this episode and the two before it are on there, along with the entire season of Daredevil Born Again. And I am almost done with Reacher Season 3, and I will be posting that on YouTube soon. So please, if you can, check it out. It might be, I'm trying to start a community to discuss mental health issues and kind of trade stories or ways people deal with their mental health issues or anxiety and things like that, because everybody deals with it different, and there are a lot of things out there that people haven't tried that can be really beneficial. They just don't know it. And that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. And I started a Discord, and I'm trying to get people to join that. So the link for that will be in the description also. But before you go, please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it so much. And we will see you next week for another episode of The Last of Us. Take care.